with, and then we had the topper. But now let's talk about the sheets. I'm gonna actually head on over to this side so I can be closer to the colors. And this is our nice, sleek, comfy, 1200 thread count cotton sheet set. Cotton rich, it is a blend. It's a cotton poly blend. When I touch it, it just feels cool and comfy. Let me show you the colors. We've got them all sizes, twin, full, queen, king, or California king. The sale price is $59, no matter which size you're getting. These are new, these are exclusive to us here at HSN. On the bed, we have the gray. And then right in the front, we have this for you in aqua. Look at that beautiful aqua.
I love that color.
I
so
do
pretty.
Too. This is the light blue, very nice. And they're all so soft. This one is your lilac. Next to that, we have it for you in tan. We also have them in blush. This is what's on the bed, is that gray. And then, oh, I love a crisp white sheet. And these are, there's nothing better than white cotton, you know? There's something about the way that cotton holds white, and then you've got that white cotton there. But remember, this is a cotton blend, but when you touch it, 1200 thread count on this one. Let's talk about this one, Ellen.
Yes, and then there's one other surprise on this, and it's not in the graphic. Oh. But this one includes extra pillowcases.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, I point that out because to me, this is when I buy my sheets as well. You're getting 2 extra cases with the full queen, king, or California king, and you get 1 extra on the twin.
Wow, that's good. And that's important because nobody has just one bed on the one pillow on the bed.
Exactly. And you know, you think about it, we usually offer extra pillowcases, and at 1200 thread count, I mean, minimally, that'd probably be a $20 value. I mean, that's minimal because 1200 thread count, this is high-end luxury thread count. And then the other thing we did here is we blended the fabrics. And, you know, it's funny, I've been in this industry a long time, and when you used to say blend, it kind of was a negative connotation. But if you could feel this fabric, blends today, we actually elevate the feel and the look of cotton when we add in that poly, which, if you think about it, it's like taking your microfiber sheet that you love how it launders and how soft it is, and mixing that with a cotton sheet and putting the two together, and you really get the qualities of both.
Yes, and you can see that when you look at this sheet. It's so clean, it's so crisp. I like that the details are very subtle, so that means that this is a classic look that you don't have to worry about, am I gonna get tired of it in a couple of years? If you love comfort, you're gonna love these sheets. While you're shopping for these, we are gonna take a call. So we've got Josephine calling us from Massachusetts. Josephine, so glad that you're joining us here at HSN.
Hello.
Hello, great to talk with you. Now,
Thank you.
Now, Josephine, I understand you own 2 of the fiber beds.
I certainly do.
Tell us your experience.
And I'd like for anybody that's watching and has any doubt at all, they're exactly what you say they are and more.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that. So you agree that they're easy to launder and they feel good on your mattress, right?
They are everything that you say. They feel good. They wash easily. I can't say enough good about them. They're so comfortable.
Now, Josephine, let me ask you, had you ever had fiber beds on your beds before?
No.
So this is
No, I had the regular mattress cover that you would purchase at the store, but nothing like this.
I know, it just makes a difference. It really does.
They're really, really wonderful. They're worth the money, especially at that sale price.
Yeah.
And I did order 2, one for a queen size bed and one for a double bed. Okay. And they're both wonderful. I can't say enough good about them.
Oh, Josephine, I'm so glad that you called. I really am. I'm glad to know that you're there as well. And I know that you have inspired a lot of folks who are watching, so thank you.
Good. You're very welcome. Have a good day and stay safe.
You do the same, for sure.
All
you
right.
take care.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. And I think one of the ways that makes it a little bit easier, I love that Josephine called, and she, you know, because sometimes when you find things that have made a difference in your life, you do want to share that. So I'm so glad that Josephine called. But one of the things that's making it a little bit easier for us when we're staying in, and we're trying to stay safe and do our part is, if we are in bed, we do want a little bit of luxury. We want it to feel good as well as look good. And when you have something like this, Ellen, it just makes all the difference.
Oh, definitely. I'm so glad Josephine took time out of her day to call. That was so sweet. And I'm so glad that she's had success with that fiber bed. It makes me feel good. You're right. You know, sheets, I always say you wear them to bed. They're the front line. What I love about this is with that high thread count, they're going to be soft and silky against your skin, but they're also going to be really long lasting. And we also took your cotton sheets that you love for that natural breathability, and we added more silky softness to it, and we added a little more color retention, a little more wrinkle resistance. And I have to say, what do you think of the weight of this, Tamara? Because I'm always surprised when we blend these two fabrics, how it just comes out to the perfect weight, not too light and not too heavy.
Agreed. I was thinking, and I was actually, as you were talking, I was feeling the weight of this, because usually when you do have a higher thread count, sometimes the sheets start to feel a little stiff and they start to feel a little heavy. These don't, and I think it is because it's that perfect blend so that you've got that. These are 1,200 thread count, and usually a quality thread count starts at 300 thread count.
Exactly. You're talking about a square inch of fabric.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about the amount of threads in that tiny square inch. And what's different, you know, if you think of the microfibers, they're thinner than a cotton fiber. So again, back to Tamara's point, your weight's going to be not too heavy. I think it makes the cotton feel silkier and softer. And also, it's just easier to launder. And then you notice, too, I'm looking at all those pillowcases. You're getting extra pillowcases in this one. And we do that for a couple reasons. Maybe you have extra pillows on the bed like I do. I always have 4 pillows, sleeping pillows. Or maybe you have 2 and you like to change your pillowcases more often than you change your sheets. And a lot of people are doing that right now. So this gives you the ability to have that extra set. So if you want to take your pillowcases off midweek and throw in a fresh set on, you're getting the extra pillowcases on that. We rarely do that. And I think that's a huge deal, because I don't remember when we've done it at this thread count before.
I know, I haven't seen it in a long time, and I really do, because like you said, microfiber.
Me too, yes.
Yeah, and there's different, you have different kind of, you know, likes and dislikes for different things. I like microfiber. Some people think it is a little bit too light, and they want to feel a little something more traditional on their skin, and that's where this comes in. Where it's not heavy, but you still have that tactile feel. You're seeing this here, and this is the hardest part, is choosing the color. So if you love this aqua, definitely do it, because again, you've got just a silkiness to the look of it. There's that aqua, this is that light blue, and you can see they're very different, but both very kind of spa-like. So there's the aqua, there's the light blue. This one is lilac, which is stunning as well. You really can't go wrong with any of these. We've got the tan. Take a look at this blush. This is the light.
I love those two together,
I know,
by the way. The tan and the blush.
Yeah.
The blush is
so
a nice
warm.
way if you have a lot of neutrals in your home to just add something a little different.
I like that too. And it's warm. It's kind of a warm look. If you like the grays that are always popular, we've got that for you. And we also have it for you in my favorite, which is the crisp white. And now I'm going to kind of play a little bit, because again, I'm
glad. Yes. I love doing that. Yeah, and I was going to say, too, on the white, even on the white, what I really like about this blend is you'll notice that white, which it's going to look and feel like cotton, but it's going to stay whiter and crisper for you because of that microfiber, those polyfibers that are woven into it. So if you're a white sheet fan, I'd love for you to try this set.
Yes.
Because I think you'll be really happy with the staying power of the white.
I think, and that's important. I'm glad you mentioned that too. I'm showing them to you in the tan, the blush, and the white. And for this reason, if you love the blush, but maybe it's, you know, hubby is not too keen about having a pink room, guess what? You can bring in a little bit of tan, bring in a little bit of white. So it kind of tones down maybe the ultra girliness of it, but it's just a beautiful, warm overall look. And when I look at this, it always reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream, and you can never go wrong with that.
Me too. I love that combination. And then I love the blues together. I love the light blue, and I love the aqua, even the lilac, you know, just to bring a little color, again, lifting your spirits. Your sheets can do that as well. And think about if you picked up those quilts at the beginning of our show, you know, you can really have fun with so many sheet colors with those.
You can't go, almost any color would go with almost any one of those quilts. This combination, the aqua, the light blue, and the lilac is so spa to me. Do you agree?
And today is Easter, right?
Yeah.
It's like coloring eggs. It's like that beautiful. And with your springy Eastery dress, I just, you know, I love spring. It's one of my favorite times of the year. And, you know, these sheets, even though they're a high thread count, because we blended the fabric, you're going to love the weight of these. They're not going to be too heavy. You're going to be happy. I think when you're showing these colors, I really can see, and I know when I'm there and I sell sheets that are this blends like this, I just think the colors are more vibrant when we blend the fabrics like this.
I love it. And I love that they all have, again, they kind of really take on the color so well with this blend. Let me show you this. If you wanted to do, maybe you have a cool kind of aesthetic and you want to do a lilac, a white, and a gray, okay?
Oh, I love that.
That's nice.
Beautiful.
Very designer.
Look at that lilac, the sheen that I've seen such a sheen on those. Yeah. And that translates, when you touch it, it translates into a silkiness to these. And by the way, it's 52% cotton and 48% like a poly, like a microfiber feel. So great combination. And we do this because everybody has different tastes. And I think, Tim, or you and I have talked about this. I have cotton sheets, I have microfiber sheets, I have blended sheets. It's not an all or nothing. And, you know, just like your clothing, you can mix and match your fabrics and really get, in this case, I think better color retention, a little easier to care for, and much more longevity because of that high thread count.
Very much so. And it has been a long time since we've seen a 1,200 thread count here, or that I've presented it, and I see them all the time. I see all the sheets, everything that we've got all the time, but it's been a while since I've seen a 1,200 thread count. So I love that we've got these for you now. These are new, these are exclusive. These are, like I was saying earlier, it's the little things, it's the easy things that help to elevate our mood, that help to make us a little bit more comfortable. And as Ellen always says, we wear our sheets every day, probably more hours of the day now than we have maybe ever.
For sure. And remember, you've got the extra pillowcases on this one. That's another, it's like a treat whenever we do that. It's like a bonus, right? You know, and so I don't want you to miss out on that, because that I mean, you think of the value if you take those extra pillowcases, how much you'd spend on those.
That's right. And so remember, we've got all sizes for you. You're getting extra pillowcases to go right along with for no extra charge. We've got a sale price where we took $10 off of our regular HSN price, and you've got flex pay, 6 flex to get those home.